up, guys? Squadron Me here, and
Gaming Pod.
this is the gaming news for the week. All right, so this company has gone from glitchy games to very cool looking manga, and so CD Project Red or CD Project, sorry, I keep forgetting that they took out the red part. Has announced Kickstarter to has used Kickstarter to raise money for a manga. It's called The Witcher Ronin. So it's pretty much a manga taking place in a new realm that was inspired by rural Japan. And the story is pretty much Geralt is off on a quest to hunt uh, this person called Lady of Snow. The manga itself will have 4 chapters and will have full colored pages, 100 by the way, Joe, 100, not just 50, 100 pages. Okay. But first you have to buy the DLC in order to get. I'm just kidding. Um, the campaign has been successful, so it has raised more than its original goal, which was 90,000 euros, or in United States dollars, $107,000. And if you want to get yourself a copy, Jill, all you got to pay is 35 euros or $41.35.
Yeah, that's expensive. In other news, the Sony PlayStation 5 showcase happened last week. I think it was supposed to be a PlayStation 5 showcase, but I think it's a PS4, PS5 showcase just because there's still games getting out for PS4. But they did announce a remake of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which is a game that apparently people really love. I think it came out in early 2000s,
Probably,
maybe
yeah.
2005. There's no release date, and they did not specify if this is only a PS5 game.
No, it's PS5 and PC.
Okay, so no PS4. And then they also announced Spiderman2 2023 release date, assuming it's only PS5.
Yeah, I think so.
They also announced Wolverine, made by Insomniac Games, which I don't think it's going to be an open world game. I think it's going to be a single player game, kind of like Ratchet and Clank, like open area, right? There's no release date. They also announced God of War Ragnarok. Well, they didn't announce God of War Ragnarok, but they showed more gameplay. Yeah. I think they were aiming for a 2022 release date. I would assume that they're aiming for spring,
probably
next year, just because that game was supposed to come out this year. So in regards to Spider-Man 2, there's not a lot of information besides the trailer that they had, which had Venom as the main villain, and then there was a mention of what was the name? The hunter?
Craven.
Craven?
Craven, yeah.
Craven the hunter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So maybe Craven the hunter becomes Venom because his voice kind of leads both of the Spider-Mans into Venom. And then maybe it's co-op. Hopefully Spider-Man has new gadgets and it's not the same thing as last time. But yeah, so Tony Todd, the voice actor for Venom, responded to a fan on Twitter saying that he knew about the game for 2 months and the game is going to be massive.
Here are the top PSN games. So the top digital only games for PS4 and PS5 as of September. Okay, so it's gonna be a long list. So just bear with me, okay? Number 20, I think 25. Yeah, I'm not sure if this list is in order, but I'm just gonna list off the list. Okay, this is in alphabetical order. So the first game, Celeste, I played it. It's pretty cool. Chicory, A Colorful Tale, never heard of it. Can't say anything. Cuphead, I've seen gameplay. It's crazy how this is a top game, even though it was originally on Xbox, but that's neither here nor there. Darkest Dungeon, I've seen gameplay. It looks cool. Don't Starve Together, it seems like a good game, but not my cup of tea. Fall Guys, I play that game with Gio sometimes. It's still fun. It's still annoying, but it's fun. Gone Home, I played it. It's okay. It's a good game. Not my cup of tea though. Hades, still need to finish that. Good game. Haven, I think this game came out this year. I think, or maybe I'm just thinking of something else. Helldivers, I've heard of it, but I don't think I've actually ever played it. Hollow Knight, seen gameplay, never played. Hotline Miami looks cool, not my thing. Inside, I played the demo. It's fun. Well, not fun in the sense of like the game is fun. I mean, it's a good game. Okay. Journey, if you have PS Plus, you probably had this. You have this in your library. Layers of Fear, I think I played it. I don't think I ever finished it. Res Infinite, never heard of this game. Rocket League, obviously a lot of people know this game. Shovel Knight, heard of it, never played it. Spelunky 2, I didn't know what this was until maybe 2 years ago. Stardew Valley, it seems interesting, but not my cup of tea. I mean, it is my cup of tea, but not. I've already played other games similar to it. Super Hot, I think Gio's played it. Terraria, Terraria. Yeah, right. Terraria. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Like Minecraft, I think.
Sure. Thumper, I've seen it, never played it. Towerfall Ascension, never heard of it. What Remains of Edith Finch. Yeah, those are the top 25 games of this month, September. A lot of these are very indie games, but obviously these are like download only games, not games you can get physically. I'm looking forward to God of War. I really enjoyed. Was it 2019 God of War? Did it come out 2019 or 2018? Do you remember, Joe?
I think 2018. I think it's been 4 years.
So I enjoyed playing the game. It was really fun. It really changed it really changed the dynamics of what the God of War franchise is, but it added a lot of layers to it, like an onion. I enjoyed it, and I was looking forward to what was to come, because the game kind of ended in a way that something else was going to happen. They couldn't just leave it off in the first game, and obviously we know that the next game is going to be called Ragnarok. So Ragnarok, something is going down. It's going to be crazy. And we just got on Twitter. If you have Twitter, or if you've heard the news, they have showed the actor that's going to play the roles for the new game, the main characters for the new game, and who those characters are. So they've showed Thor. Let me just. Yeah, they show Thor, who's played by Ryan Hurst, and it's like this very. It's not your typical Thor. Like when you think of Thor, you think of Chris Hemsworth, but no, this is like a very grudgy, very over life type of Thor. It looks cool. This take on Thor is really dope. Can't wait to see if he's a good guy, a bad guy, or leave me alone guy. And then obviously we know Kratos and how do you say his name? Atreus. 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 There you go. Thank you. We already know those characters were in the game, but it's crazy to see. It's good to see him, grow up. He's older now. He's not that little kid anymore. So I'm assuming this second game is taking place, years after the main one or the first one. So looking forward to that. And then we also saw another the last living giant, which I don't know who this person was until I watched videos on it, and she's pretty much so Angry Boda. I'm pronouncing horribly, but she's going to be she's the last living legend, or the last living giant, and she's being played by Laia de Leon Haynes. She's probably okay. But obviously, sorry. Before I continue, we know that Kratos was being voiced by Christian Judge. Good cast. And then Atreus is voiced by Sonny Slovak. I probably butcher the name. And then lastly, right? In if you saw the trailer for God of War Ragnarok, you know the premise. One of the premises for the game is Atreus wanting to, do something before Ragnarok comes, right? And one of their goals was to find the God of War of the Norse mythology, and that I didn't know this, which is pretty cool because I'm learning stuff. The God of War for the Norse mythology is Tyr, yeah, right, Tyr, and he's being played by Ben Prendergast. So looking forward to it. These images look dope. I'm really excited.
Another news that no one asked about. We have another Stadia director left the chat. So the director for games, Jack Buser, has left the Stadia team and has gone to their cloud division for gaming solutions.
So he hasn't left. He didn't leave Google.
company
He just left.
left the team.
Yeah.
The game team. So gaming is an incredible important vertical at Google, and we're seeing huge momentum across all products and services. Jack's new role will allow them to bring customers the best of Google across our cloud services, Stadia, YouTube, and more. Stadia continues to be led by his general manager, Phil Harrison. Stadia's business development and partner management teams will continue to be led by Michael Batista, who took over the role in 2020, which I'm not sure if they're doing a good job. All they need to do is make games.
And that was a statement by Google when he announced, or it was announced that he was leaving the team, the Stadia team.
I mean, are they even making games at this point?
They're not making games. They're just there's a flight mirror. They're not making games. They're just buying games so they can sell on their thing.
I think they just need better like leadership. I don't think they know what they're doing.
You think so?
Yep. Like, why is a Game Pass such a big deal, but not Stadia? You know, I don't think their branding is on point and their messaging is a bit confusing.
But yeah, any other news you want to talk about?
Nope. I'm excited for October for games to actually come out.
For Broketober.
Huh?
For Broketober.
What's Broketober?
People are gonna be broke from buying all those games that come out. There's a lot of games.
Like 2 games. There's like Guardians of the Galaxy and Battlefield.
And if you're like into anime, I think Demon Slayer also comes out. And there's other games, I think. Oh no. Dying Light comes out in supposed to be December. Far Cry, I think, comes out in November, right? I forget what Far Cry 6 comes out.
Maybe you're right. I'm not a big fan of Far Cry.
Yeah, I'm not. It looks cool, but I don't really care. We played Far Cry 5 and it was fun for a while, but we haven't touched it ever since. And I sure as have. When you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a good night. Have a good day. We'll catch you guys next week.
Peace.
Probably never going to touch it by myself.
That's what she said.